we'll just go right to it. I'm not even gonna say that it's episode 3. I mean, I just did, but
All right. Hi,
I don't know. Let's just start with Cam. Cam, go for it.
Start
Start your work story.
Messiest intro ever. Episode 3 Off the Grid podcast.
You don't have to say
Welcome
that
back.
every time. They already know that.
Anyways, so I'm gonna start off with another work story.
Oh, yeah, actually, before you start, as you can see, there's an empty chair. Brandon's not here. He's sick, but don't worry. We got Garion behind the camera.
He'll be doing some commentary from the back. So
Say hi, Garion.
Hello.
so awkward.
Just the awkward.
The non-existent cameraman.
Yep. Maybe we'll do a face reveal at 500,000 subs.
All right.
All right. Now you can.
Anyways.
All right. Now you can continue.
All right,
with
so-
your-
I have plenty of work stories.
That's why we have this segment.
Yeah. So there was this one time. I'll go with the woman that threw the water bottle at the chef over the line. So I don't know. I think a week or two ago, I was at work. Standing by Expo. Expo is basically a chef.
Like expo markers.
No, not like Expo markers. I mean, we do use Expo markers to check off, what food we have in the window, but
Yeah.
not like Expo markers. But Chef Zach, he's our executive chef. He stands there and he does Expo on Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes Thursdays as well. And so I was standing there. And this woman, we have a thing called the chef's table. It's like right by the line, line cooks and everything, like where people make the food and everything on the line. And this woman was wicked drunk. I mean,
It's a lot
like
of wickeds.
she was like plastered. Like it was bad. And
She
for
was
whatever
slammed.
reason, she was slammed, yeah. For whatever reason, she thought it was a good idea to take those water bottles that I was talking about last week and just throw it over onto the line, and it just shatters. It was full of water. She just threw it right over the line and started laughing. Yeah, she ended up getting kicked out. She absolutely psychotic. She was complaining about like literally every little thing. I mean, she complained about the temperature in the building, even though it wasn't too cold, it wasn't too hot. It was like perfect temperature. Like, wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. I mean, it's going to be a little bit hotter because you're sitting right by the line, but like, yeah. So she did that, and my chef, one of the sous chefs on the line, just like looks up and he's like, "What the heck are you doing?" And everyone froze on the line. They were like, "What is this woman doing?" Like, throwing a water bottle. It shattered, literally completely shattered. On the line, it was crazy. I mean, she got kicked out. She had to pay for the water.
Nah, I
bottle.
wouldn't expect her to stay after that.
No, she got kicked out. I don't know if she was banned or she can't drink anymore when she comes to the restaurant, but it was. I mean, it was incredible.
She comes waltzing in wearing like a hat and glasses,
This is
like they do in the
hi.
movies. It's just a full-on
Cliche
disguise.
movie cliche, like spy cliche. Yeah, like one of those. But yeah, no, it was one of the craziest nights. And that same night we were also having some sewage issues where the sewage would literally come up. I'm not entirely sure if it was sewage, but there would be water coming up from downstairs up through the drains. It was disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I think I told you about that. I'm not entirely sure,
Maybe. I
but
don't
it
know.
was.
I can barely remember.
Yeah, no, I mean, me too. My memory.
Your memory's horrible.
My memory is really bad.
I would tell him something, or no, he would tell me something, and then like 10 minutes later, he'd tell me it again.
You're gonna throw me on blast. You're gonna embarrass me like that. No, seriously though, my memory is really bad.
True.
But anyways, but yeah, no, the water would come up through the drains, and they'd have to use those big squeegees and like squeegee them back into the drains, and then go downstairs and fix it. So you had that happening, and then you have more water from a woman that threw a water bottle over the side. It was something else. I mean, it was a crazy night. Let's just say that. That's my work story for this week. It was something else.
I mean, I have a bad memory too, so I can kind of rag on you because I have a bad memory as well.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, everyone at some point has bad memories, right?
I mean, yeah, but mine can be pretty bad. I can barely remember my childhood.
Well, like to how young? Like how young? Like when it was the age that
I don't even know.
you don't know?
I don't even
You
know.
don't- That's how bad your memory is that you don't even remember.
I
what
mean,
age
I
you were.
remember if it's brought up, like if my mom brings up something, I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. But then there's some like random things that I remember.
Just like randomly pop in your head.
Yeah, there's
like,
random things.
like you see a tree and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that one time.
Well, not, well, not that. Yeah, I remember I climbed a tree.
I remember that time I climbed a tree and fell off the tree. But yeah,
I'd be hurting pretty bad after that.
you would be hurting pretty bad after that.
But yeah, like even last year, it's kind of hard to remember what last year. Last year went pretty. Fast?
Last year did go pretty fast.
I mean, this year. Last year because it's now 2023.
Yeah, it
So, yeah,
did
last
go.
year did go fast,
It did go pretty fast. I
and
do
this year's
agree.
actually going fast as well.
I mean, it's still January, end of January, but it's still January. Watch out, guys, because cops at the end of January. This completely random fact. At the end of the month, every month, supposedly, they are supposed to put in their quotas or whatever. So they will pull you over no matter what. They will. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I mean, so just watch out when you're on the road. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Random fact that I've heard.
You know, I love when people say, "Oh, this year's going by so fast or so slow," and I say, "You know, it's going by the same speed as it normally
As it
does for
normally
everybody."
does. Every single year, it's always the same
I'm
speed.
sure people who are working right now are saying, "Yeah, it's going slow,"
Oh yeah,
but then us here, we're like, "Oh, it's
got
going
work
at a decent
later.
pace."
yeah.
So yeah, that was
That
a
was
pretty
the-
good work story.
Yeah.
We'll
Interesting.
definitely have more in the coming weeks. That'll
Oh yeah,
probably be our-
definitely. There'll probably be. I work tonight, so I can imagine there's gonna be something that happens today. There's
there's-
always something.
Has power ever run out at work?
No, not since I've worked there. I've prayed that it would, so I could go home early. But
I feel like they'd have a generator, so you'd still have to stay.
no, I've heard that if the power were to run out, not run out.
Run out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If the power were to
Yeah,
go
guys,
out,
the
I've-
power's at 2%. Let's plug it in real quick. Let's charge it.
You got a big battery?
Yeah, we got a battery, guys. Let's go and charge this building.
Let's go charge the plug. All right, it's charged. It's at 50%. In an hour, it'll be at 100.
The most random things that you say are just hilarious.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Nicest
it,
compliment.
it's hilarious.
Thank you.
But continue.
But you know, I've heard that like there's been times where the power has gone out
Gone.
and they haven't had power, and there was a generator, but it's not like anything where they can run the entire restaurant the same. Like the POS systems, point of sale systems, they just shut off completely, which can
Yeah.
really screw up the entire system. I mean, that can really screw things up because that could damage files and everything. That could do some really serious damage. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, that deals with that segment.
Yeah, move on.
Now we're gonna go on to trips. I mean, you
Literally
went to
just
LA
trips.
recently. I went to Tampa recently. Garion has actually lived in Europe. We just found
It's
that out
pretty
like
cool.
10 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
literally, like just
So-
figure that out.
So we'll start with that actually. Garion, you want to talk about how different Europe was
Yeah,
than
compared
here
to-
where you lived?
Well, a good way of kind of visualizing the experience of living in another country is everybody's going to look at you weird when you first get there because
Yep.
you're going to be either wearing something like a shirt or shoes, anything that's usually different than
Yep.
the rest of the, than just culture.
Yep.
And then also what's even better is you usually get there and somebody will just walk up to you and start talking, in Dutch. And you'll have no idea what they're
You're
saying.
like, yeah,
And you're just like,
No.
yeah, that's great. I speak English.
I don't know.
American.
Yeah, it's something like Exotica Emilica or something like that. I don't even remember. It's been forever now.
It's like if you go over to Mexico and you say you speak Mexican.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I speak Mexican.
There you go.
Cuidado. No hablo español.
Yeah.
Yeah, how different is like the food or the culture there? Like how
environment.
the environment too, the economy. Like how different is that?
Well, first of all, you lose all the, it's kind of a big difference because you got to look at it this way in the sense of, you're going from big American culture to a much smaller country. And, of course, with some of the events that have passed, from some time back to even recent economy events and stuff like that, food there is it's very different.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Everything is usually seafood based, because you'll have lots of either Atlantic salmon. You'll have a lot of shrimp. You even a lot of the time you'll have a lot of Asian eateries there as well.
Really?
Yeah, like Chinese food and stuff.
Are they like
that.
authentic or are they like American style? Authentic?
They're pretty authentic.
Pretty authentic.
Yeah, a lot of the people actually immigrate, either out of China or out of. I know some that were from Vietnam that worked at a place called Lotus, and we used to eat there all the time, and the food was great. It was really good. So 10 out of 10 on that, even though that probably won't matter now that I'm in the U.S.
yeah, probably not.
And I'm not even sure what's happened through the whole, 2020 situation with the sickness. So
if we go to where you live, we'll have you give us tips on where to go.
Where was this again?
What not to do.
This was in the Netherlands.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've always kind of wanted to visit the Netherlands. Like,
I don't think I've ever wanted to step foot in, like, Asia or most European countries.
No, I would.
Ireland
go
is
to
like the only one that I would want to go. Like, I've been wanting to go to Ireland for a little bit. I've also been wanting to go to Australia as well. I'm curious.
Australia that's a long flight. I've never been, but it is the land down under. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
There. They drive on the left side of the road.
Yep. Good job. And the wheels are on the opposite side.
Instead of four-wheel drive, it's negative four-wheel drive.
All right.
But yeah, I've always wanted to visit, Australia, or I wouldn't want to touch like South America, like with Brazil or Africa.
I wouldn't mind going to like Argentina.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to go to like Mexico or.
Yeah. I don't really know how the weather is like anywhere other than America.
Really?
Well, I kind of have, a rough understanding. Like, Africa is very hot because they're closer to the equator.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Antarctica is very cold because, they're...
Well, that's a continent, not a country.
Well, continent, country... There's a country of South Africa, so you can technically say that Africa is a country.
Well... Okay, you're right.
Africa's a continent.
Yeah.
Right? We're not saying that Africa's a country.
I have a feeling that our viewers know that.
Yeah, I think they, know their continents. You got North and South America.
You're gonna go through.
Yes,
Are you gonna go through the continents?
Asia, Europe, Australia, Antarctica.
You want to name the seas now? All the seas?
The what?
All the
seas?
Yeah, all the different seas.
I can't name all the seas.
I didn't think so.
yeah. You want to name all of them?
No.
Yeah, Garen, you want to name all the seas?
Do you know all of them?
I don't even know if I could do that.
I can.
Then we gotta name the rivers and the oceans.
Oh yeah.
The mountains.
If you're gonna go for the continents and the seas,
then we gotta name every town, city.
That may be going too far. Every street.
Every street name.
Every type of tree.
Well, that's pretty simple. That's easier than naming every street.
Every single tree.
Every single type of tree.
Yeah, well, that would definitely be easier.
Easier than naming.
Even though a lot of streets are copy pasted.
Yeah.
A lot of streets. When I was driving back from New Hampshire earlier, one of the streets was Pepperell Road. So there you go.
Yeah, you got a town and a street.
Yeah, a whole town.
All in one.
Yeah.
So,
would you like to go first, or do you want me to?
No, I'm handing it to you. We'll go from west to east. You went to the farthest west of the country while I went to the far east. So
yes.
You kind of talked about a bit on how LA is, but
yes,
you get to educate Garion on how LA was compared to out here.
Yeah. So me and my girlfriend and her family, we went out to California. We went to Disneyland. Her family's big Disney freaks. I love Disney too. Who doesn't love Disney? A lot of people don't, but who doesn't? But so obviously California, it's very different.
I can imagine.
Obviously, yeah, like weather-wise is a little bit different, but I mean, like, you know, you got the time difference, 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
But you have the homeless there, which is very sad.
Yeah.
Is really, really bad. I mean, you have camps all over the place, tent camps. I mean, you'll be getting off an exit on the highway, and off to the side, there's just tents and trash and all this stuff. And it's just so sad because we went to the Walk of Fame where the Hollywood stars are, like the stars and everything, and the handprints and the footprints and everything. Just a bunch of homeless people.
Did you say it was dirty as well?
It's disgusting. Smells like pee. I mean, smells like poop. It's gross. It's really gross. And if you ever go down to Hollywood,
It's like a walk of shame.
yeah, pretty much. If you ever go down to Hollywood and want to do that, do not be expecting it to be beautiful and no homeless, bright lights. Don't
sunny
be expecting
skies.
that. Leave before it gets dark because you could get mugged, you could get raped, you could get all this stuff that it's bad. It was really cool seeing the Hollywood stars and everything. I mean, obviously that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a mess down there. And as you know, the LA Chargers and LA Rams play down there. So
Yeah.
I went to go see SoFi Stadium, the brand new stadium from like 3 years ago, I think they built it. 2 years ago? 2 or 3, something like that. And
Very recent.
yeah. And all around that you would think it's beautiful. No, it's gross, it's disgusting, it's there's a lot of homeless, and it's really, really sad. And I know I keep repeating myself, but it's
true. That's
it's
how
true.
it is out there.
It's sad. You got Governor Newsom out there, so
That's saying a lot.
yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun trip. I'm a big Star Wars freak, so I got to see Star Wars Land. You know, that was
to, like,
pretty
build your own
cool.
lightsaber,
I got to
right?
build my own lightsaber for the low price of $300. But yeah, it was
I can't take that.
what,
I feel like I'd take
$300?
that, yeah. You
I
build
mean,
your own
the hilt
lightsaber.
is like full metal, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah,
like,
so
there's
you could sell that on eBay.
why would I buy it and sell it? Yeah,
Sell
I'm
it
gonna
for $400.
like get $100 back.
Exactly. And then just keep taking trips out to California. That doesn't cost much, right? Oh yeah, right.
No, it
Inflation.
does. Inflation. Yeah, I mean, other than that,
Do you have any interesting things that you saw other than?
I mean, there was this. Obviously, it was in December. We went from November 30th till December 6th, and we were on the walk of shame.
The Walk of Fame.
The Walk of Fame, and there was this homeless guy. He was definitely on something, and he was just like screaming Christmas music. I mean, he was sitting there literally screaming Christmas music, and he was like, oh, he had a dog with him, and I was like, poor dog. That dog needs help. I want to find that dog a new home because, oof.
I mean, people played Christmas music in like October.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that he was definitely on something. Like,
Or
on a
just really
drug.
joyful.
No, he was on something. You could tell. He was like, no, you could tell, and it's sad. I mean, it's sad. But yeah, it was a fun trip. Other than that,
it was pretty fun.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't go, but
Yeah.
yeah, you went. You said it was a pretty good time.
Oh, it was definitely. It was.
Then you
it
came
was a lot of
back
fun.
here.
Yeah, it got sad because I'm back
Yeah,
in
'cause
Massachusetts, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts, 3 hours ahead of time. Cold.
Cold.
It's out there. It
I was
probably
jet
warm,
lagged.
right?
I was
You were
really
jet
jet
lagged.
lagged for
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 days, which is only 3 hours behind. So I don't understand why I was that jet lagged, but I was pretty jet lagged.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll move it over to you
Yeah.
on your Tampa trip.
Tampa, like kind of the opposite. It was far east. It was warm. It was nice.
Was it like too hot? Because sometimes Florida can be like 100
During the game, it
degrees.
was too hot.
I can imagine.
I went to see Tom Brady play
The GOAT.
the GOAT, which we thought it was gonna be his last season. I mean, it might be. Who knows? He might be going to the Raiders. He might be going to. He might come back to the Patriots. Maybe I don't know. You want Brady? You want to bring Gronk and Edelman out of retirement? Make one last run.
Go for his 8th ring.
bring like I don't know who else is retired. Say Mike Vrabel, you want to come play tight end
Mike
again?
Vrabel.
Chandler Jones, you want to come back to
Chandler
New
Jo-
England? I think Jones is going to be a free agent after this year.
I mean, he could. I mean,
But that's another topic. But
yeah.
yeah, Ed, I went to go see Tom Brady play on the Bucks. It was against the Falcons. It was a home game, so of course we went. Because me, my dad, and my brother were going. Because my brother wanted to see Tom Brady. And, he had a feeling that was going to be his last season. So he was like, oh, I got to go out and see him.
Question: was that your first professional football game ever?
No.
No. How many?
That was my third.
Third.
My first game was a Patriots-Jets game.
Oh.
And the Patriots destroyed them.
I'm not
The
surprised.
next one was a Patriots-Chiefs game. Which the
And-
Chiefs won.
Yeah.
It was the one where there was a questionable Jacoby Myers non-touchdown where he was in bounds and then, like they said, his foot stepped out.
I remember that, but his foot was in. Wasn't that?
Yeah, his foot was
last
in.
season or the season before that?
It was when Brady was there, so like 3 years ago.
Oh. I'm thinking of wasn't there another questionable call?
There was a lot of them.
There is a lot
But
of
yeah,
them.
that
I'm
was
thinking
one
about
where it was
something else.
at Foxborough and Myers went on like it's like an out route or something. He ran towards the sidelines and then had his foot stepped in and then dove towards the pylon. They called him out, but I can't remember if I don't think the Patriots scored a touchdown on that drive.
Probably not.
Maybe
They win that game?
No, they didn't win that game. I know that people were pretty mad after
Probably
that.
pretty mad after that. Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, so we went down there. My brother wanted to see Brady play the year before this, but he couldn't. And we thought that was going to be Brady's last season. But nope, he came back for another
Who
one.
knows when he's gonna retire?
Yeah. So we came back and we decided to go down there. So me and my dad flew down there. And then when we went down there to the hotel, we were going to check in, but we went to check in, but we couldn't check in without my brother because he's the one who booked the hotel.
Uh-huh.
So we couldn't get into the room.
Oh gosh.
So we had to wait for him.
How long were you waiting for?
So you would think, oh, well, you're just waiting for him. It's only going to be like maybe an hour, maybe a couple hours. It was like 3+ hours.
Oh man, that's.
We had, because
Were you?
he was traveling from Tennessee.
Was he driving or flying?
He was driving.
Driving, okay.
Because we were going to use his car down there
Uh-huh.
rather than, having to rent a car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were just waiting for him because he decided to drive down. It wasn't too far of a drive either. It was like 8 hours, I don't know. It was definitely less than the 16.5 hours it took to drive from here to Nashville.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were waiting for him, and then, he eventually does show up. Obviously, we weren't, stranded there for the night.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he showed up, and then, we had a pretty good time. We actually, I think it was, let me find out what city it was.
What's
It was some town that we went to. It was close to our hotel.
What, in Tampa?
Yeah. It's like
Next town over?
it's like the next town over.
I have no idea the geography of Florida, so I have no idea what that would be.
Gary, and I don't know if you know what the town is. It's like Waters. Oh, wait, Clearwaters. I think it's Clearwaters.
Clear waters?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Was the water clear?
Yeah. Yes, actually, it was clear. We went down to Clearwaters, Tampa, and, we went to the beach, and we were walking on, I forget what it's called, like a boardwalk or something?
A pier?
Yes.
Pier?
Thank you. Yes, a pier. We walked on a pier, and we saw, actually, these, pelicans. They have big faces. They have big faces.
Pelicans?
Yeah.
Like
Let's see
the
if I can find the picture of it. And I'll show it to
pelicans.
you.
I think I can
These things.
imagine. Oh, okay, yeah, they're pretty large.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
they and then they were just. I'll actually send it over. So yeah, they were just like
Chilling.
They were just chilling there. They would go dive down to the water here and there to pick
Grab
up some
fish.
There was one where
Circle of life.
your goal of life is to pick up fish.
Well, circle of life.
Yeah.
That's a very gullible comment.
What, circle of life?
No, the goal of life.
The goal of life.
This is why we brought Garen on. just some random things like that. Yeah, if you ever want to chime in, Garen, just chime in.
Yeah, please.
Just we gotta make up these next 20 minutes. But yeah, we went down there, walked on the pier. There was a point where there was a seagull that was just chilling on like a wood pole. It's like one of those circular wood poles, like the telephone poles.
Like, were they like
Yeah, were they like
were they like on the side of it?
No, they were just
They were like hanging there like Spooder Man or something.
No, they were just chilling there on the side. No, on the top. Now you got me thinking that they were chilling.
You said on the side.
Yeah, I said on the side. Yeah, they
Oh,
were,
I got you good.
So they were sitting on top, and then, here and there some seagulls would come and like kick the other one off.
Off the side?
It was funny. No, off the top. And then there was actually a couple boats that came through. There was this big pirate ship that comes through.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was like
an actual pirate ship? Did you see like Captain Jack Sparrow like swing off of it?
No, there was see if I can find it. Yeah, there's like this big pirate ship that they
Oh, I think
it's like one of those cruise ships in a way.
Yeah, my mom and dad, I think when they went down to, sorry to interrupt your Tampa story, but when my parents, I think they went down to Aruba, they took one of those, and it's like basically like a booze cruise, pretty much.
Aruba? Is that down or up?
It's down.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's down. Yeah, no, yeah, it's down. Anyways, yeah, it's like a booze cruise. I'm pretty sure they make you food, give you drinks. You're able to swim in the ocean, be on a pirate ship.
You just gotta jump off the boat.
Well, yeah, no, literally, my dad. Yeah, no, there's this video. I wish I had it so I could show you guys, but there was this and show you as well. But there was this
You
video.
clarified that with you guys.
What?
I think you clarified that by saying you guys.
All right. But there was this like swing that like a rope, and you could just swing off and like go right into the water, and then climb up on a ladder after. Like,
the boat wouldn't like drive away from you.
No, because they would stop, anchor.
Okay. I thought they would just like keep driving and then.
Yeah, it's like bye.
You just
You're stuck out in the middle of the ocean.
It's like the Titanic all over again.
That's not how the Titanic happened.
Well, no, I know that they hit an iceberg and stuff, but people jumped off the boat.
I mean,
well, you see what this is this is an iceberg story in and of itself.
But yeah, people jumped off the boat, right? They jumped off the boat.
Yeah, but
and then they couldn't go anywhere.
John, they died.
Yeah, I know they died, but I'm saying it's like.
No,
it's like the story. It's not exactly the story.
Like,
of course, there's like 5 different things that aren't a part of, the cruise or whatever that your parents went on that were not part of the Titanic. But people jumping off, that's part of it, right?
Except for the part where the ship actually goes under the water. And a whole bunch of people
well, yeah.
That's so sad.
That is sad.
But continue with your story.
No, that's basically it. He would swing off, jump into the water, make a big splash, and then get back on the ladder and just climb up.
I would never do that.
And it was like one of those like really sketchy rope ladders too.
I wouldn't do that even if it was the safest thing ever.
No,
I would not go
would
into an ocean.
Well, no, I would go into the ocean, but like
I'm not
if
a
I had
fan
little
of,
like floaties. Those like little floaties.
It's called a life jacket.
No, I want those floaties. You know, like the ones that like you see like little kids wearing in the pool.
You want those?
Yeah, I want those little floaties.
We'll give it to you as a Christmas present.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously though, or birthday present, little floaties.
When is your birthday again?
June 21st.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna start looking it up, and then you're gonna order it.
Well, I have a list of like all my friends' birthdays.
Well, now you know my birthday too.
I think I
When-
have
when
your.
is your
I think
birthday?
I have your birthday written down, but I just forgot.
When is your birthday?
It's May 4th.
Oh, I
Yeah,
knew
it's
that.
Star Wars Day. It's the best birthday ever,
Exactly.
right?
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Do you like Star Wars, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, I think Star Wars is good.
I mean, he got me
Good.
shirts that had Star Wars on it
We just completely went off
about a
topic
year
there.
ago. Well, I mean, that's bound to happen. So,
Well, I mean, Star Wars isn't too far off. I mean, it is still ships. Just one's in space and one's in water.
I guess you have a point. But nothing like the Titanic ever happened in space, I don't think. I mean, probably worse. And that
Yeah,
just
definitely
blows
worse. Yeah,
up.
just blows
Like-
Well, then that's Star Trek with the giant, I can't.
Oh, I know what you're
I've
talking
never
about.
seen Star Trek,
Yeah,
so I
I've
don't know.
I've
crashed back in into the planet. If you remember.
yes, I think I've seen that before. I think so.
That's the mod. That's like the futuristic Titanic.
Just
Like, I just
people's
pull-
deaths.
Yeah, guys, let's make a futuristic Titanic.
Yeah, Star Trek. Just crash a giant spaceship into the planet.
But yeah, I'm not really fond of going into the ocean.
I mean,
Unless it's close to shore, because I don't.
you have a fear. I mean, it's okay.
I mean, I don't like sharks.
Oh,
I
mean-
hate sharks. I'm like, no.
see.
And jellyfish too. If you get stung by a
Oh yeah,
jellyfish,
no,
it's
my
horrible.
I have a story about that as well.
yeah. Why'd you tell
Well, my sister Liana, she lives down in South Carolina. Me, my dad, my mom, my other sister, and my niece went down to Hilton Head Island. It's in South Carolina, off like the coast. And my sister Liana met up with us, and they went into the water, and my other sister, and my niece all got stung by jellyfish. It was like small jellyfish, so it wasn't like a big deal or anything, but they got stung. I remember seeing the like tentacles on my sister's arm, like how like wrapped around and like the
So
swelling.
did you have to have people pee on you? You know that's a.
No,
Doesn't
I
that
mean,
work?
does that work?
What, that doesn't work. I've
No.
heard so many times.
I heard that before too.
I've heard that
was-
that helps jellyfish stings.
I've
That's
heard
not
that.
true. Hold on. Oh,
You're fact checking.
yeah. Hold on.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no way. I've
no,
heard
no,
that so many times.
My sisters
though.
did not get peed on after that.
Let me just put that there.
It wasn't that big of a deal. They were like small jellyfish. Couldn't even see them though. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna I'm gonna stay out of the ocean and just go to the pool that's like right behind me. So the ocean can stay over there.
Of course it is. Unfortunately, in the real world, treating a jellyfish sting by urinating on it may actually cause someone even more pain rather than relief.
So if I had, yeah,
urine,
thank you. So,
urine can actually
if we're ever-
aggravate the jellyfish's stingers into releasing more venom.
So-
This cure is indeed fixed.
So, so if we're ever at the beach in South Carolina or anywhere warm, and I get stung by a jellyfish, you better not. It doesn't work.
I wouldn't even.
It doesn't
anyways.
work.
I wouldn't do it anyways.
You're just like, screw you.
Yeah, I would.
Walk away.
I'd like get a doctor or something. I'd be like, no, man.
As we're
I'm
like
not
in the
doing-"
middle of like, we're like chilling on the beach, but there's like no one around. You're like, is there a doctor around? And just like see
I
some
would.
random guy pop up from the bush.
I could help.
Pulls out like a first aid kit.
Yeah. Hey, I heard you need some help.
Yeah, I got stung by a jellyfish. Oh,
All right.
Okay.
I'll just give you this real quick. I've heard that so many times though. Like,
I've heard it too. I never knew if it was true or not. I've always,
I mean, I wasn't really sure if it was true either. I just
kind of said it,
kind of
not
threw it
thinking.
out there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wouldn't that work? But apparently it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So don't
So don't
pee
try
on
that.
someone.
Yeah, don't try
If
that.
they get stung by a jellyfish, because it doesn't work, it will make it worse. Fact check number 2. Or not fact check, but fact number 2.
Fact number 2. Well, we had to check to see if it was a
So fact check
and it
number
was.
1 and fact number 2. So don't pee on someone if they get stung by a jellyfish. But you want to continue with your Tampa story?
No, I feel like that was just all. I
Oh.
mean, we just traveled around. We actually went to the first Hooters. Me, my dad, and my brother. It was in Clearwater. The first one.
Clearwater.
And it was
Like, was it like
like the actual original
what?
one.
Okay, I'm gonna ask about the food. Was the food good?
Yeah, the food was good.
I mean, the food was good.
Yeah, the food was good.
What'd you get? I've never been to a
some
Hooters.
wings.
What?
Some wings.
Some wings. I've heard their wings are pretty good.
Yeah,
I will
it's
never
good.
go to a Hooters
Yeah.
ever.
No, it's not really my cup of tea.
Are you like? Never mind. Never mind.
It's a saint. It's not.
Get
I'm
back up.
I'm saying that. I mean, it doesn't interest me.
That makes sense. Yeah. No,
I mean-
it doesn't. It doesn't
I
really
mean, there's
interest me
there's
either.
definitely a lot of other places that I would go.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Fortune Vine.
Fortune, no, that's too expensive. Unless you get your
like-
50% discount, it's too
No,
expensive.
I mean it's expensive, but some of the stuff on the menu makes sense. Also, Fortune Vine might work.
I think they
No,
they
just
know
in
that
case
from
they.
last- our new viewers.
New viewers.
Yeah, because we got what 120,
140 right now.
140
And climbing.
in climbing.
That's
on the
awesome. You
first
guys are
episode.
doing amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing though.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
I don't know how they're searching us up though because we're like unsearchable.
Unsearchable, yeah, no, literally.
'Cause if you search
Well,
us
I
up,
mean-
there's another Off the Grid podcast. Like,
Yeah.
actual channel. That's why we're called Just Off the Grid.
Yep, not off the grid podcast because there's gonna be like 20 of them.
Yeah. All right. We'll kill this last like 5-10 minutes. We'll talk about the championship this weekend.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
So-
that's what you're hoping. Yeah, because
As
I know you're sad and depressed and
so,
you're pretty angry.
okay,
You're
wait.
sad.
Let me speak here. So
Alright,
we
I'll
did
let you
we
speak.
did like a preview of our video. Garion was nice enough to he sent it out to us and I watched it. And when it came across the divisional predicting
Yeah.
area, we did horrible. I thought the Jags were gonna pull it off. They almost did. 28
Actually, no.
to 27.
Brandon probably did like the best. Brandon
think he
picked,
did.
Brandon picked the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Eagles.
No, I think he went. I think he went. No, he was.
the
He
Bengals.
was. He was like
And then-
1 in something.
No, he was
when I
at
counted.
least two.
No,
he picked the Chiefs and the Eagles.
No, I'm saying that he got one of them wrong. What was it?
Yeah, it
I
was,
don't know.
Because we had, let's see, Chiefs, Jaguars, Eagles, Giants.
He said the Giants. That's right. I think he thought that
Niners.
the Giants
He
were.
said the Niners. As
Yeah,
well.
he was right about that.
Yeah, so I think
I
it's
think-
like 3-1 in
I
total.
think he said the Giants were. He thought the Giants were gonna win.
No, I think he said.
I don't know.
He did. He
I
did
don't
better
know.
than us.
He said something.
He did
said
better
something.
than us, but
he did way
as
better
a
than us.
whole, we didn't do too great. I mean, you.
I was biased,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, the
Yeah,
Bills.
What happened to Josh Allen? What happened?
Did-
there
did
was so much
our
hype at the
offensive-
beginning of
I-
the season.
I know,
You know,
I
the people were like,
know.
"Oh, the Bills
They're gonna
are
be the best
favorite.
team. They're gonna be the
Bills
best
are
team. Blah
favorite
blah
for the
blah."
Super Bowl." And
That's
then they faced Joe Cool,
Joe Shiesty, Joe Burr,
Joe Burrow, all these, just
Joey Ice.
Joe Burrow from LSU,
I mean,
and
he's
they
a winning
lost.
guy. He's a winning quarterback.
yeah,
I mean, our offensive and defensive coordinators need to go, or at least the defensive
your
coordinator.
defense
Frazier,
wasn't
he needs
too
to
good.
go.
I mean, you lost Von Miller,
No,
which
they-
is big.
yeah,
but
but
I mean,
that's
still,
not- That's
when
not
you have
like
Allen throwing interceptions
he's.
in the
Hey,
playoffs.
all I'm gonna say is he's Brett Favre. He's the next generation.
I don't
Brett
care if
Favre.
he's Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
He
Okay,
wants-
okay.
You gotta win games.
Okay,
He-
yes, but Brett Favre did win games, and
Yeah, I
Josh
know
Allen
that.
does win games. He
Yeah.
does, and they didn't do terrible this season.
I mean,
but
if
they,
you look at Tom Brady, he's only had he has like very few interceptions.
well, because
in the
he's never
playoffs.
been an interception machine. He's not. He
Yeah.
doesn't just throw them
Allen.
out. I mean, you also have the offensive coordinator completely abandoning the run, completely.
Yeah.
He completely. They just
Yeah,
abandon
what-
the run.
They don't run the ball.
No, they don't. I mean,
Sin-
Devin Singletary and James
Singletary's
Cook.
pretty good. I mean,
Singletary is
the O line isn't
He's
too good
Singletary is
for
like a
running.
top 15 quarterback.
Quarterback.
Running back.
Yeah, there you
Top
go.
15 halfback. He's not terrible, but he's not great either.
Yeah.
He could be better. We could get someone better. I think if they keep running it with James Cook, I think that he may have a chance to develop. I mean, I'm not gonna be on that bandwagon of, oh, he's gonna be exactly like Dalvin Cook, but like,
Yeah.
But
the brother of Dalvin Cook.
yeah. But we have 2 great games this weekend.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, actually. Right? Both of them are tomorrow.
Yeah, both of them are tomorrow.
So
pull
we-
that up, but let's kind of. So we have the Bills Bengals. Okay, Bengals won. Chiefs Jaguars. Chiefs won.
Barely, but that's only because
Chris
Patty
Collinsworth literally
Mahomes is
loves
out.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like with a passion.
Yeah. 60 yards. He overthrew him 60 yards. Like, no, he didn't.
And then so they won. Not too much to say there. I mean, Jaguars could have won.
Jaguars were very close. I really honestly thought that they were going to take it.
Yeah.
But
And then you have.
the Eagles Giants
Eagles,
game,
Giants
38
was-
to what, 7 or 14 or
Yeah.
something like that. Oh my gosh, that's just like, I mean, the Eagles are good, but like, holy moly, like I was
Really?
not expecting that. I was expecting the Giants to put up a little bit more of a fight. They
Yeah.
didn't do anything all game.
Danny Dimes didn't show up.
I think he threw like 2 interceptions or something like that. I'm pretty sure. We also had the Cowboys and 49ers game. You know, again, like I said last episode, that the Cowboys have that cycle that they go through every single year, and I'm not surprised that they lost. I
mean-
knew they were going to lose.
I mean, if you look at the Cowboys-Niners game, the Dallas could have won. Obviously, there's a lot of questions about the last play putting Zeke at center. Like, Zeke died on that field, basically.
Yeah, he was flattened into his body. I've heard is still out there. I've heard his body's still out there. I heard the imprint is still there.
Yeah, he got demolished.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
what?
Prescott throws it quick to Turpin, and it's like, no, why? Just throw it to Lamb.
Lamb's your guy.
Turpin got hit immediately
Yep,
by, I believe, Alshire.
someone like that. Yeah.
And then he just got tackled, and then game was over. Throw it to CeeDee Lamb, and then do laterals.
That was probably more embarrassing.
Because you have the offensive line on the complete other side of the field. What do you want to do?
Exactly.
What do you think they're gonna run, like 20 yards sideline from one side of the field to the
They're
other?
big
and block
boys,
you?
man. They can't.
You
They
think the
can't
big
run
boys are
that
gonna
fast.
Run, 4-2.
They're not.
40?
They're not the refrigerator from the '80s or '70s from the Bears. Like
The fridge.
the fridge. But yeah, that
Yeah,
game. I mean, I wasn't
Dallas really
surprised.
could have won.
They definitely had missed opportunities, but again, I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I knew Dallas either they were gonna lose last weekend's game, or if they won last weekend's game, this weekend's game. I knew that
I mean,
they were
this
gonna
weekend's
lose.
game, they probably could have beat the Eagles.
Again, they have a cycle.
They had a cycle,
Dak
but the cycle was
Prescott.
almost broken.
No, it's not. Dak Prescott and Tony Romo in the playoffs is like identical. They I think they've won
Prescott's
like 2 out
overrated?
of 4.
You think
In
he's
the playoffs,
underappreciated?
I
You
think in the playoffs he's overrated, but
Yeah,
regular
you think
season,
he's
I
good?
think playoff Dak is terrible. I think regular season Dak, he's pretty good. I mean, he's definitely a top 10, maybe top 5. No, probably top 5 quarterback in the
I
NFL.
wouldn't say top 5.
You'd say top 10?
Yeah, I'd say top 10. He's definitely not top 5.
Actually, yeah. Now thinking about,
He's
there's a
definitely not
lot
top
of good
5.
quarterbacks. So yeah,
you have
probably top
Allen,
10.
Hurts, Burrow. That's 3. Mahomes,
You can't put Brady on there. You can't.
Rogers, Brady,
Yeah, Rodgers, Brady. So yeah, probably top 10.
Lamar Jackson.
He doesn't really know how
I mean,
to throw a
this
ball.
is known in any particular order, but Dak is definitely top 10. He's not top 5.
Yeah, so I'll say yeah, top 10, top 10. He's
I mean,
probably
he's
a
pretty
top 10
good, though.
quarterback. He's good. He's not
I mean,
bad.
Dallas has a lot of talent. They just
They're losing.
I mean, their
Tony
defense
Pollard.
was great.
Oh, their
And
defense is
Dan
always
Quinn's
great.
coming back.
Yeah, I know, but you got who's on free agency for them this offseason? I think Tony Pollard. I think Ezekiel Elliott is. Possibly CeeDee Lamb, but I could be
I
completely
don't
wrong.
think CeeDee Lamb is as a free agent.
I'm not sure, but
Let's see who is a free agent for Dallas. But I mean, all in all, it was a pretty good game.
it was a good game. It was pretty close. They kept it close. I really honestly thought that the 49ers were going to completely beat them out, but I was
I didn't think
not
so.
wrong.
I mean, it
was
kind of
wrong.
ended the same as
Wrong about
their
that.
last year playoff game where Dallas had the ball last up, and then they did some stupid thing to ruin
Yes.
their chances.
Yeah. So who are
Cooper Rush,
Brett Maher.
Yeah.
Dude, he missed another. Did you see that? He missed another kick during
Yeah.
that game.
Well, yeah, it would have missed anyways, even if it was blocked. If it wasn't blocked, he still would have missed it, but he did make another.
So who do they have on free agency?
So it looks like Dalton Schultz,
Oh, that's a big one.
Jason Peters, Anthony Barr, Cooper Rush, Brett Maher, T.Y. Hilton, Tony
That's
Pollard.
That's huge.
They gotta get Tony Pollard back.
They
If
don't
if
have much cap space.
I mean, they have Zeke, so I mean, if you keep Zeke, then
Zeke isn't that good.
because I think they signed Zeke to a big deal, like a while back.
Yeah, a while back, he's not as good as he used to be. He's
No.
not. Unfortunately, because I like Zeke. I liked him.
I mean,
He was a beast.
I don't know. I mean, he's still pretty good. He scored me some decent points in fantasy.
Don't
on
talk
my,
about fantasy with me. We'll get into that next season.
yeah, but yeah, well, there's good games, and let's just pick them. So,
All right.
Niners Eagles is the first one. Karen, you can pick as well.
If you would like, dude.
I don't know. I don't know I don't know the teams.
I mean,
All right.
know?
So
I mean, if you-
I'm going
yeah.
Eagles and Chiefs.
Yeah,
Eagles and Chiefs. Eagles and Chiefs. Okay.
Eagles Chiefs,
What about you?
Bengals Niners.
Bengals Niners.
Bengals will beat the Chiefs again. Mahomes, he may say that he's good, but I don't know.
I mean, Mahomes is also injured.
Yeah,
He's got that high
Well,
ankle sprain.
he says he's fine, but
We'll see if he gets re-injured.
and then
Chad Henne, playoff Henne.
Yeah, playoff Henne.
Playoff Chad.
Yeah, playoff Chad. What Chad?
Chad, what a Chad, yeah.
And then Niners. I mean,
I
Niners have McCaffrey, Samuel. They have Kittle.
You
Their
got a
defense is
Purdy-
good.
Yeah, good, great. Brock Purdy is showing that he can do something in the NFL.
But it's gonna be a tough task in Philly. I
relevant.
mean,
yeah.
Philadelphia it's like a death sentence. I feel like
I think
because their fan base is like Philadelphia. I feel like is one of those cities where they can be ruthless. It's like with Bills Mafia,
It's
that
true.
type of thing.
that's very true.
So Purdy's gonna have a hard time. I feel like in Philadelphia with the
I
crowd
think so,
noise
too.
And all this and all that.
But I honestly think that. See, I think it's gonna be a close game in Philly. I think.
I mean the Eagles are favored by 2.5.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take the
odds.
Niners. I'm gonna be optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Niners. I think that they have a better team. I think they got a better defense. I think they got a better offense. I don't think the quarterback is better, of course, but I'm confident in how the 49ers have played this season. I'm confident that they will be able to take it, and I think they will kill off the Eagles' hopes.
Let's see.
I don't like the Eagles.
No.
Not really. I mean, I don't really like the Niners either, but and for the Chiefs and Bengals, I mean,
Yeah, the Eagles are favored by 2.5, and the over/under is 46. I said that goes over.
I say that goes over too. I think 46 is kind of low.
And then
Although the defense,
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna go over. But Chiefs, Bengals. Wow, that actually changed the last time I checked. The last time I checked, it was Chiefs were favored by 1, but now they're favored by 1.5.
oh, okay.
It's probably because Mahomes said he's good. So
I
and the over/under for that's 48. I think that might go under.
So what do you think for that game?
Bengals.
Bengals.
I say Bengals and under 48.
Under 40. Yeah, that
And
seems.
then I say Niners and over. What do you
Niners.
say?
I say Niners and over. And I have this gut feeling in my stomach for that AFC game that
I
the
mean, you had
Chiefs
a
are going to
gut
win.
feeling that the Jaguars were going to win.
I did. They
didn't.
got close.
But they
They,
didn't
I
win.
know they got close, but
So
no cigar.
your gut's 0 for 1.
So I'm gonna take my gut again. I always say, trust your gut. So I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm gonna say that the Chiefs are gonna win, and I think it is gonna be under.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Gary, I know you don't know too much about football, but if you had to pick any of the teams, like
So you got
Eagles,
NFC
Niners, who you feeling?
You got Eagles and 49ers.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to choose the Chiefs.
Chiefs for the
What?
AFC.
Chiefs for the AFC.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't want to go against your brother? He's a Chiefs fan.
I know, but I don't know anything about football. And I know
Yeah.
the Chiefs have a decent team. I know they all have decent teams.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're in the
All
championship for a
the,
reason.
yeah. I mean, all the teams that are up in the championship right now are actually pretty good this season.
Well, I mean, that's what happens every
not,
championship.
not. I mean, Not every year.
I mean,
Not
yeah, there
every
are some
year,
years.
but
I feel like
there are
I
some
think there was
years that-
one Eagles Vikings NFC Championship where the Eagles blew out the Vikings, and that's when the Eagles won the Super Bowl 52.
Yeah, 52, I think.
So
Yeah.
it was 52.
Because Tom went back. Then he went back the next year.
Tom, oh, you mean Tom Brady,
Yeah. Mr. Brady.
Mr. Brady.
Mr. Brady. But yeah, so that's my picks.
Yeah, that's mine as well. We'll see if we're right. Let's see if we can go 2-0. I mean,
We'll see
see if
next
we can
week.
Go, we see if we can go 4-0 for
And-
like the over-unders and all that stuff. So
And we can also pick them for the Pro Bowl flag football game.
Peyton Manning or Eli Manning.
Are they playing?
They're the coaches.
They're coaching.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
gosh.
Peyton's AFC and Eli's NFC because you know Eli
AFC.
played for the
I'm
Giants.
just gonna pick the AFC right now.
I mean, I'm just gonna pick NFC just because Arizona.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the NFC I think has lost like the last 2 or 3
Yeah.
Pro Bowls.
I mean, no one really cares about the Pro Bowl all that much.
well,
right?
that might
I
be
mean,
good because it's flag football. and
I
it's
would
not people
prefer.
hugging.
I'd prefer to watch people playing flag
Last
football.
year we
than
saw
watch
Mac
people
Jones did the
hugging.
gritty. So we'll see if we can. Yeah, he did.
I
the
don't think
gritty.
he got a Pro Bowl nomination this year.
No.
He wasn't. I mean, he
Wasn't
got
too
injured. To be fair, but he wasn't that
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, that'll wrap it up here.
Yep.
We'll definitely try to bring someone on next week
Yes, definitely.
as a guest. And thanks, Garion, for chiming in here and there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
always happy. And you're the cameraman, so I mean you're gonna be here every week.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
you get
Silent and hidden.
yeah, just hidden, silent.
Yeah.
No one knows who you are.
Who you are, what you
what
look like, no one
what
will
your
ever
face
know.
looks like. Like I
Yeah.
said, 500,000 might even do that. So 500,000 subs for Garion's face reveal.
The way to add the pressure.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
That'll do it.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
All right.